learning Amazon, preparing to AWS certification. So yesterday we read about compute services and security devices, networking services, security devices. Now let's get to storage services. Okay, okay. There are multiple ways to control access to buckets and objects. Identity policies, yeah, enables organizations and many employees to create and manage multiple users under a single AWS account. IAM policies are attached to the users, enabling centralized control of permissions for users under your AWS account to access buckets or objects. Okay. With an Amazon S3, you can use to give, read, or write access on buckets or objects to groups of users. Bucket policies can be used to add or deny permissions across some or all of the objects within a single bucket. Policies can be attached to users, groups, or Amazon S3 buckets. Okay. ACS. You can further restrict access to specific resources based on certain conditions. For example, you can restrict access based on the request time, whether the request was sent, requesters. Okay. To identify these conditions, use policy keys. Valid for predefined period of time. Secures the request. Okay. The encrypted are accessible from both, so the data is transferred securely, both within AWS and from source outside of AWS. Multiple before putting it on the S3. Okay. Alternatively, you can use Amazon S3 server-side encryption if you prefer to have Amazon S3 manage the encryption process for you. To be honest, this encryption stuff in AWS looks weird. I mean, if you have an access to the server, then basically everything is decrypted automatically. Sometimes I'm just not sure how important it is. Yeah, metadata is not encrypted in Amazon S3 metadata. Okay. Additional security by storing encrypted data and encryption keys also makes it possible for you to enforce encryption requirements. You can automatically archive the contents. You can have data transferred at specific intervals. Provides additional security by storing keys in different hosts. For long-term storage, you can automatically archive all. Okay. opposite Amazon S3 glacier. Ah, so it's cold storage. Okay, got it. When an object is deleted, so cold storage is the storage where we can put data that is not being used quite often. So we just don't need it to have it on hot storage because hot storage has more uh, throughput, has basically more expensive. So yeah, in that case we can just put the data to Amazon S3 Glacier. Mm. Amazon S3 is designed to provide okay, objects are redundantly stored on multiple devices across multiple facilities. To help provide durability, put and copy operations synchronously store customer data across multiple facilities before returning success. Integrity stored using checksums if corruption is detected. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. An Amazon S3 bucket can be configured to lock access to the bucket and object within it. The access law contains detail. Okay. Can load content securely by configuring. Okay. Amazon S3. Archives can be any data such as a photo, video. You can store an unlimited number of archives in a single vault and can clear data. Each archive can contain. Okay. From transfer data, you can upload in a single upload operation. In a single upload operation, you can upload archives. However, customers can achieve better results if you multi-part upload API to upload archives greater than 100 megabytes. Using the multi-part allows okay to improve the upload experience. And then parallel, if multi-part upload fails, you only need to upload the failed part again and not the entire archive. Upload data download must compute and supply a 3 hash. Checks the hash against the data to help ensure that it has not been altered and wrote. The 3 hashes generated by computing a hash for each megabyte-sized segment of the data. When adjacent segments, okay, is very much upload, we may consider using snowball cells to transfer the data. Uh, what is it Amazon Snowball? How does it work? It's a physical data migration. Online transfers. Okay. Yeah, so it's no longer relevant. Okay. laborious data verification and repair, an object is deleted, removal of the marking from the object into the instance and process to 15 seconds as there is no remote access required for you by the system. Your account will access the data. And Amazon ABS snapshot provides a point-in-time backup that can be restored on premises and or used to instantiate new Amazon ABS volumes. Data is stored within a single region that specifies. So Gateway offers three options. Gateway stores volumes where the cloud is backup. Volume data is stored locally and then pushed on the S3 where it is stored in redundant encrypted format and made available in the form of Amazon Elastic Block Storage snapshots. When you use this model, the on-premises storage is primarily delivering low latency access storage. Okay, storage gateway. When you use this model, your volume data is stored encrypted, visible within the enterprise network via recently accessed data is cached on premises for low latency local access. Virtual resolution you can configure gateway BTL with up to 10 virtual tape drives per gateway, a media changer and up virtual type cartridge. Where to know the data is stored encrypted. Service information that is deployed of host in your data center running also run with an EC2 using gateway arm. During the installation configuration process, you can create up to 12 stored volumes. Okay. After you deploy the AWS Storage Gateway VM, you must activate the gateway using the AWS Storage Gateway console. The activation process associates your gateway with your AWS account. Snowball security. Yeah, so since Snowball is no longer relevant, we can just skip it. So there is another thing, Amazon Data Sync and something else. Amazon Partner Network, AWS Partner Network, yeah. Elastic File System Security. The number of database solutions. Amazon DynamoDB Security. Of course, administrative burdens of operating scaling distributed databases. Mhm. Stored and automatically replicated. You can set up automated backups using special template. Our deny access, fine-grained access controls, and you can create them using the specifies under what circumstances or application can access the DynamoDB table. Okay. Web Identity Federation removes the need for creating individual IAM users. Said users can sign in to an identity provider and then obtain temporary security credentials from AWS Security Token Service. Amazon Relational Database Service Security. Permissions, automated backups. Okay. When you first create this, you create a master user account. Okay. You can force the control access. Okay. Network isolation. For additional network access control. You can create a collection of subnets that you may want to designate for you. Each EDB should have at least one subnet for every. This is when you create a DB instance, you select the DB subnet group. Okay. There's, yeah. Bastion host. Okay. Encryption. You can encrypt connections between your application and your DB instance using SSL. You launch the MySQL client using, okay. Oracle RDS. Use Oracle native network encryption. Is a DB instance. After that, certified days. During the backup window may be suspended while the data is being backup. I use user-initiated backups. This full database backups are stored. Okay, DB instance replication. Automatic software. So yeah, read replica option for RDS instances, automatic software patching. Okay. So it's highly recommended to run your DB instance in multi availability zone deployment, because this way we can make sure that any backups, no backups on maintained jobs could put down our product that is running on this database. So event notifications. Okay, Amazon Redshift Security. So data perform computations and run queries as directed by the leader node of each cluster is accessible. After a provision cluster, you can upload your data set and perform data analysis queries by using common SQL-based tools and business intelligence applications. Okay. However, a user can see data only in the table rows that are generated by his own activities. Okay. Data backups. So, okay. Continuously monitors the health of the cluster and automatically replicates data from failed drives and replaces nodes as necessary. All of this happens without any effort on your part, although you may see a slight performance degradation during the replication process. Data encryption, yeah, this is pretty similar. Database. Amazon Elasticache Security. Ah, so okay. Okay, application services. So application services, Amazon Cloud Search Security. Oh, this is it requires more time because I didn't work much with it, so it would be pretty interesting to read through uh, all this information. Application services, and I don't feel, to be honest, good right now, so probably it will be uh, the end for today, because yeah, so it's not that big, so probably tomorrow I can read through application services, security analytics services, maybe deployment and management services, and on Saturday we can finalize it by mobile, by reading mobile services and applications. So yeah, for now we just can keep it like here. So I've got some new information about um I can't remember right now. Yeah, so this is about S3, and suggested way to use Amazon RDS as always in multi-availability zone deployment. But yeah, so I was pretty familiar with these things before. So, but tomorrow I will be reading something probably new for me. So uh, let's see tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Today I'm not gonna do physical exercises because I feel sick.